What's up, guys? Miticus here, the coach for the Boston Beedrills, bringing you my second battle of Week 4 for the third season of the APA. Tonight's battle is against Cristo. He is the coach of the San Diego Pikachus. For my team tonight, I'm bringing in Pikachus. I'm bringing in Heatran, Diggersby, Wobbuffet, Rotom Wash, and Mega Sizor. I think that's a good team to counter the team that I'm predicting him to bring in, which is Latios, Mega, Lot Bunny, Mamoswine, the Scolipede, Talonflame, and Regirock. It's gonna be pretty scary. He's got a good team. Me and him are kind of both struggling at this point. I'm not sure what his record is, but I do know ours is 3 wins, 4 losses. We've lost our last 4 games now. It's not looking great for us. I'm not really sure what I'm doing differently that's causing these losses, or maybe I'm just being too predictable with the teams I'm bringing in. So, we're going to try to correct that with this battle. We'll see how it goes. If we get our 5th loss dealt to us tonight, it's going to be kind of grim looking. Thankfully, we're in a fairly easy division, so we still have a great chance to make the playoffs. But it's definitely killing my morale the last few weeks, losing these matches. We haven't won a match since week 2, the first match of week 2. So yeah, I'm feeling a little bummed, and I think you could probably see that if you watched the match last week, or I'm sorry, the last game I had against Stax and the Calgary Talonflames. I was definitely feeling very defeated by the end of that match. So without further ado, let's see if Cristo is ready to battle. So it actually looks like he's going to send us. I'm going to go over the question of the day really quick. It's very simple. Just curious to know what your favorite, what is your first Pokemon game that you played? What was the very first Pokemon game that you played? Whether it be like Pokemon Stadium or one of the actual main games, Yellow, Red, Blue, or Silver, Gold. And which is your favorite out of the series? Looks like he just sent the challenge. I have to get him to send it and not an OU. So, my favorite, or my first, I'll start with my first, was Pokemon Red. Got it when I was probably like 7 or 8. That sounds about right. Loved it, played the heck out of it. That's all I thought about in school. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. Give me just a second here to find my team. What the heck? Let me validate it there. Go here. And so my favorite would definitely be the Soul Silver and the Heart Gold series. Those are a lot of fun, and they had a lot to do. I always liked Silver and Gold, and when they made the remakes, they were just 100 times better. 100 times better. So yeah, that was my first game, was Red, and then my favorite, Soul Silver, Heart Gold. Really interested to see how Sun and Moon compare on my favorites list. So I'll have to see in November how that goes. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this battle. Let's see how well I predicted this team that Cristo is going to bring in here. Let me just make sure I have the right team picked out. Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into battle here. We're going to try not to end up in any bad spots like we did last game, where I had some bad sets that I kind of messed up and brought some sets I didn't really mean to bring. So let me go ahead and update the profile or the layout here. He did not end up bringing Talonflame. So that's interesting. He actually went with Arcanine for his fire coverage. Which I would actually rather fight an Arcanine than a Talonflame. Just because when I was prepping for this battle, I actually faced a Talonflame, and it just it walloped me pretty good. It did me under. He actually did not bring the Regirock, I don't believe. No, he did not. So we'll put Blastoise right here. And then he also brought his Rotom Mo instead of Latios. Now that's something I like to see right there. That makes me a lot happier. I feel a lot better. I'm gonna be honest. I feel a lot better about this matchup than I had than what I had on the layout previously. So that is this team. Our team looks right, so that's good. Let's go ahead and lead out Heatran and see what happens. So that's a great position for us to be in. I'm pretty sure he can't do anything to us. So we're going to go ahead and lay our Stealth Rocks up. This is going to do a lot of damage to the Arcanine. Nothing else, really. I probably should have went ahead and fired off like an Ancient Rock, or whatever it's called, just to see if I could get a boost. What's unfortunate about that is we did go ahead and lose our balloon. So now we're definitely a lot more susceptible to that Mamoswine, to that Scolipede if he's carrying Earthquake. We're definitely going to watch out for the superpower on the Arcanine. The Lot Bunny, obviously. So Heatran's going to be very limited in this match. Very, very limited. Especially with the Blastoise as well. The only thing he really likes going up against is that Rotom. So that's kind of unfortunate for Heatran, but at least he did go ahead and get the rocks up for us. Unfortunately, he got it up on a Blastoise, so he's probably just going to rapid spin those away. We're going to go ahead and go into Rotom here. I think that's the best choice. He does go ahead and rapid spin those off the field. And we're going to go ahead and do a Volt Switch here because he's going to switch out. And so we'll go ahead and try to get momentum back. And what we'll do is we'll just go back into... do we want to go back into Heatran here? Or do we want to go maybe into Insectobot? Let's see. I guess we could actually just go into Togekiss here. Let's go into Togekiss. I really need to get the Blastoise going before I try to set up rocks again. It's just kind of a lost cause. And he's gonna think, okay, Thunder Wave is coming, so Mamoswine. What I'm gonna do is actually I'm just gonna switch out again, and I'm gonna go into I'm gonna go into Whirlpool. So he did not. Well, he got the Volt Switch, so he is wanting to switch out. But unfortunately, he got it with Momentum. I forgot he had Volt Switch on that. So that's a little unfortunate there. Let's go. Can we live a hit from this? Can we live a hit? I'm not sure. I really don't want to lose this thing already. So here comes a Fake Out. I could trap it. Is it the biggest threat? It might be the biggest threat. It might be the biggest threat. I'm gonna go ahead and trap it. Because I'm pretty scared of that thing. Fake Out does so much. So much. That's insane. I may not live this. If Fake Out does 22%, it's gonna be rough. Oh wow, Tom passed out. That was good. That was nice. That was nice. That was nice. So what happens here? So I gotta be prepared for that. I can't trap the Mega Lot Bunny. That's not gonna work. That is not gonna work. So let's try the mirror coat here. Well, that didn't go very well either. So we're going to go into Pikachus here. And we're just going to heal Bell. He's going to Volt Switch. It's going to do some damage. But I really don't want my Wobbuffet to be burned. I definitely don't want my Pikachus to be burned. Wow, I thought he'd just Volt Switch out. So there's that. Can we get a Thunder Wave off on somebody? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Can we get a Thunder Wave off? There's such a big chance that Mamoswine's going to come in here. I mean, it wouldn't be a bad choice. I'm going to go Air Slash. Well, there's a flinch. I'm going to go ahead and Thunder Wave. We'll go ahead and Thunder Wave here. And at this point, Air Slashing is definitely going to be best. Mamoswine. No, not swim. Okay. That's good. So now here comes the Volt Switch. Here comes the Volt Switch. Who wants to take a Volt Switch? Nobody really. Nobody really wants to take a Volt Switch. Honestly, I invested in my defense for his team because he got mostly physical attackers. So we're going to be able to take another hit. I'm sorry, we're going to be able to take a Volt Switch is what I meant. And this is going to do quite a bit right there. Now what I got to do is definitely get our Pikachus out of here. Definitely going into Whirlpool here. Whirlpool pretty much walls him, except when that happens. And that is also pretty unfortunate. That's pretty unfortunate. So 208, 284. Okay. So what do we want to do here? What do we want to do here? Go into a Sectobot. We're simply just going to U-turn here. To simply U-turn. That's okay. Damage is damage at this point. And as long as you keep Pikachus alive, it's not going to be too terrible. Only thing is, if something fast comes in here, like that Scolipede, which I'm kind of predicting, no. Okay. Well, that's good. That's good. So let me think here. Let me think. .284 max speed, where he's going to outspeed us. Then we're just going to go into Insectobot here. Shouldn't do much. We are able to get a little damage off, so that's good. What would he have? What would Blastoise have that could really mess me up? I'm just thinking I'm going to just Roost here. No fire move on this guy, so I should be able to take anything that he sends at me. Let's go ahead and U-turn. Whatever comes in, it's going to hit the little tiny U-turn. Not going to do too much here. Blastoise. I wonder if Blastoise would live a... Actually, I might can just U-turn. Or not U-turn, but so he Volt Switched, so he's in. I U-turn, so I'm in. Roger Rabbit comes out. I'm going to U-turn again. I'm going to go back into Insectobot. He's going to Scald. I'm going to Roost and hopefully not die. Okay, so we definitely got to get out of here for this. He predicts the superpower here. I'm almost positive. So we're going to send out Togekiss. Oh, the crit. Jeez. Well, that's really bad because now I have no way to heal Insectobot. That's really bad. Does he have flying? He does not have flying. Okay, so Earthquake is going to do a lot, but I think Return is the best bet here. Return again. Alright, so Diggersby starts to do some work here. There's a lot of things that don't want to take this Diggersby return. So that's definitely a good switch right there he just made. Now I got to figure out if I would love to have Whirlpool do something, but I don't think he's going to be able to. I just don't think he's going to be able to. Really just don't think he's going to be able to. I think I'm just going to sack off Whirlpool here. I don't think he's that important. Wish he would be, but he's just not. I'm going to send out Roger Rabbit again. Threaten him out with that return. I think return is definitely the best bet here. I mean, he's probably going to switch, I would assume. So maybe get some momentum here and go U-turn. So that was good. That was a good play there. Let's go into Heatran. Let's get our rocks up. Or we could go Ancient Power. Would there be any reason to go Ancient Power? No, let's actually go with the Lava Plume. I think the Lava Plume actually does the best for us. There's the Volt Switch. Who comes in? Probably Mega Lot Bunny. Mega Lot Bunny's not gonna. No, Arcanine. Oh, wow. Wow, he did not have the Flash Fire. So that's good. That's good for us. Speed 190, he's 317, he's definitely outspeeding. We don't have any item. We're definitely not going to live a superpower from this guy. Wobbuffet. Will-O-Wisp? I would assume Will-O-Wisp. Let's go back into Heatran. He Will-O-Wisp us last time, but I don't know. He might not do that this time. Oh, he does. Alright. So then we're definitely going to fire off a very powerful Lava Plume here. And he's just going to sack him off. That was a good play on his part. I was actually hoping for the Volt Switch and hit something else. So we know that we cannot trap Lot Bunny. We know we can't trap Lot Bunny. We basically need something to take a fake out here. Who wants to take this fake out? Probably Insectobot. That was not a fake out. I wonder if he knows that. That was not a fake out. He's supposed to fake out there. We're just going to go for the Bullet Punch and get some damage off, I think. I think that's the only thing we can do. He outspeeds every which way that we go. So we'll just go for the Bullet Punch and get a little bit more damage. And that'll put our Diggersby in just a little bit, give him a little bit more easier time KOing this thing. So what we want to do here, he's going to switch out, I am almost positive. But just in case he doesn't, we're going to go return. Now, does this Lot Bunny... Oh. Well, okay. It was decided for us. I thought I hit cancel, but whatever. Diggersby is in it to win it at this point. Wobbuffet could be the the victor here shortly, depending on what happens in just a moment. That's okay. We're still going to return, and we're going to kill that Arcanine. And we'll have to get Roger out of here now, unless the Mamoswine comes in. So here comes the Icicle Crash. 284, 190. I'm not going to live an Icicle Crash or Icicle Spear or what have you. And I think he has to go for that. I'm going to go and I'm going to make a bold prediction here. He goes for the Ice move. And I'm just going to go for the Lava Plume. I had to sack him off. So this is interesting. This is interesting. So counter. Oh, I don't understand. Oh, he freeze dried. I'm still confused. Hold on now. I've got to do a little bit of research on freeze dry apparently because I don't understand it. It's special. Okay, that's okay. We'll go Mirror Coat. You got us, guys. Okay, now let's use our brain here. Let's use our brain. Let's use our brain. He went Earthquake. Yeah, that's game. That's a good game. Can't do nothing. Can't do anything. Icicle Spear definitely kills. Most definitely. Jeez, what a defeat. Oh, goodness. Can't pick up a win, guys. Cannot pick up a win to save my life. I thought Diggersby was going to bring it back for us there. Nice play using the freeze dry, knowing that Mamoswine was going to either counter. Man, I had no idea freeze dry was special. No idea. So props to Cristo and the San Diego Pikachus for the win. Unfortunately for the Boston Beedrills, we go down to 3-5. And what a climb it's going to be to get back in the running for first or second place, or to even keep third at this point. So guys, we'll see you next week when we go against Panther and the Carolina Clefables, and we may have Cloud Nimbus or Banded Caterpie again. That sounds about right. So it's going to be a tough week. We may not win for the rest of the season, but we'll continue to have fun. Diggersby is doing a great job with the kills. He's getting lots of kills, so that's great. But gotta get some wins. Gotta get some wins. Gotta find a way to get some wins. All right, guys. See y'all later.